Episode of the JoJo and Kenzo Courtside Warrior Show. We are not courtside. We're in the media room of
Kind of
the
courtside.
sort of courtside,
Yeah.
courtside adjacent.
Yeah.
Steph Curry spoke today to the media for the first time
2 months.
2 months. Well, though he's spoken to other people, but first time
Yeah.
in a press conference setting.
Yeah.
What did we learn today, Kenzo?
We learned that the knee is feeling good. He's expecting to play. They're going to list him as questionable just to be safe and everything. But the plan is for him to play.
Mhm.
And yeah, he talked about the recovery process. He talked about how it was pretty frustrating.
Yeah,
For the most part, it was pretty nebulous in terms of, unlike other injuries, like where there's a timeline, there's certain checkpoints you can hit. This one was really pain tolerance based,
yep.
which meant you really are just feeling like how you wake up that morning. And sometimes you'd wake up feeling great. Other times the knee would be super swollen and inflamed.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it
I mean,
seems,
he said that he thought it might be 7 to 10 days,
yeah, that was
and obviously it's been 2 months now. He's just now coming back. Steve Kerr spoke.
yeah,
He said the sun was brighter, the food tastes better.
just true.
People were, I mean, beaming is probably the word I would use. Just
Gary was cheesing a little bit.
yeah, called him Superman, and then
Yeah,
Steph Curry said he could be Superman,
yeah,
but it's going to take him a little bit of time. Set some
super tough.
expectations a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Other stuff with Curry's knee, he said it was structurally sound,
yes,
feels good. Um,
that's something he has to monitor.
he's gonna have to monitor and manage it, which he basically said this is the new normal for him.
Yeah,
Not in terms of the knee being like fucked,
yes,
messed up, but mostly like he has to manage it. He has to do extra things
yeah.
in his workouts to kind of manage the injury.
I don't know if anyone likes the term new normal. Considering what
It's a weird,
the last time we heard new normal, not great,
not
not
great
great.
phrasing.
Um, on a slightly lighter note, he spoke about how he's very excited to run pick and roll with Chris Porzingis.
Yeah,
I think it's probably gonna be more pick and pop with
yeah.
Porzingis,
He's
but
like, I don't see how that pick and roll is unstoppable. I think was the exact quote,
yeah, I mean,
which is yeah, good point.
you got Steph running off a screen and Porzingis is a screener and it's a handoff. Oh, who do you go with? Do you
Yeah,
go with Curry and give Porzingis an open 25 footer?
yeah.
Who knows?
It's not even just on ball. You can do it all off ball. Like you have him running the old fashioned Clay and Steph twirl, except
Yeah,
Porzingis a little taller, but you can twirl him around.
yeah.
I think that's what they're kind of excited for.
Some other quick injury notes. Quentin Post, we reevaluate. He's got that sore foot. Al Horford, we saw him in practice taking some jumpers, just doing some very light work. Granted, we were there for the last like what 2 minutes of practice. Who knows
Yeah,
what they had all done?
he was doing a little some drills. I don't know if
Just
he did
yeah.
anything like live, but it seemed like he was doing some drills.
Something that Steph said, and I think the team has reiterated, is they just want to give themselves a chance
Yeah,
in the postseason. Because the question is, why bring Steph back? This is a
yeah,
team that is fighting in the play-in. They're stuck in the play-in. You have to win 2 games to make a first-round series where you will, in all likelihood, get smoked by either Oklahoma City or
or
San
Spurs.
Antonio. Let's be completely honest. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
What why did Steph say he wanted to come back? And what does Steve have to say about that?
Steph, this is the question that Joseph asked, and Steph pretty clearly said, like, I love basketball, and if I'm healthy, I'm going to play basketball. And I think sometimes we forget, like, these guys, like, this is their job, and it's hard to tell them don't play.
Yeah.
Like, and especially a job and a game as fun as this. Like, they want to play. That's kind of what they do. And a guy like Steph, like, he didn't say this, but a guy like Steph is only has so many, you know, games left in his career, and if he can maximize it by coming back and play these games, he's going to do it. So he said that. He also said like they do feel like they have a chance. They do
Yes.
have an opportunity here to win 2 games against
Yes.
the play-in.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Now is that is that the best plan?
You have to
You
think
have
that
yeah
if you're a warrior, you have to think that
yeah
in reality, this season is going nowhere.
yeah
But I also think, I mean, you saw how they were just bouncing up and down, and they
yeah.
were smiling and
It's a real thing. There's real valor in trying to win,
trying to win.
trying to win.
Especially in a league, I think was it yesterday? We're recording this, obviously, day of this releases. They were how many? 6 games were decided by 30 points. Something like
Yeah,
that. It was ridiculous. There's
the most games this season ever decided by 30 points ever in NBA history.
and it's like a there's so many uncompetitive games. There are
Yeah,
teams that, while the players are trying to win, the teams certainly aren't.
no, yeah,
There's just uncompetitive blowout after uncompetitive blowout. This Warriors team, I mean, yeah, they got blown out by the Spurs, um, and they lost the next game, but
yeah.
it's like they're trying.
And they could lose the next 5 games and it wouldn't matter because they're
Right.
still going to be intense. So the thing is like they can still the thing is they can still compete and still lose like
Right,
that
right.
like maybe that's the
Yeah.
like perfect thread line but
So some other things that Steve said real quick is that we don't really know what the minutes limit is. I would imagine it's like 20.
yeah
Like just
I don't
hey
know
man, 5 minute blocks, a couple
he's a
eight
mid
minute blocks. Who knows? Probably 5 minute blocks.
yeah
15 minutes even maybe.
he said anything's on the table.
Anything on the
He
table.
was also saying like could start him, could not start him.
Right.
I kind of think they start him, get that crowd pop at the beginning,
Yeah.
just because Jason has been a little
Right.
quiet,
Oh, very quiet.
very quiet to say the least. Um, but for the most part, I don't know. What do you kind of expect from his debut?
I think I definitely think 20 minutes is the max that you would want to play him.
Yeah,
He'll get some shots up. Let's put it that way. I
yeah.
think he will be hunting a shot early on.
Get back in that rhythm. These are all for rhythm. These games are all for
Yeah.
rhythm.
Um, the Rockets have not looked great
No.
really since the All Star break. I wonder why. Um, and I'm actually really interested is that Steph Porzingis connection.
Definitely
Also,
gonna get minutes. That's definitely gonna see
what does
minutes.
Draymond look like with Steph? We've
I
been
know.
for 2 months now. We're talking about how well Draymond he's basically there, and everything's built around Steph. His
Yeah,
game is built
yeah,
around Steph, offensively, obviously defensively,
yeah.
but offensively. What does that look like? What does it look like when you have Porzingis, Steph, and Draymond on the court?
That's the trio that they've been dying to see.
Yes,
Dying.
and how does Guy Santos and Brandon Pajemski look? They've
Yeah,
had these larger roles. They scale them back. Guy, we've spoken to Guy a bunch of times over
yeah,
the last few weeks. He's fine with scaling back.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Anything for his goat. He literally said.
yes, he literally called him the GOAT.
Yeah,
Um, which if I played with Steph, I'd probably call him the GOAT too.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Good way to get employed.
but yeah, I think it's going to be let's say 24 hours from now when we're recording the
Yeah,
next episode, we'll have a lot to talk about.
we'll have a lot to talk about. I think also with I think the lineup I want to see is it's that trio and it's Pods and Key in that lineup too because I think you could put Melton in there for Pods maybe, but I think that is their best lineup with Key, Melton, the trio. You kind of roll from there, and we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that combo. I think Steve's gonna. These games are kind of just
Yeah,
test throw stuff at the wall and see what
yeah.
happens.
It's almost like preseason.
It is a little like preseason.
Kenzo, where can we read your stuff?
Clutch Points. You can also find me on Twitter. You can also catch our Valkyries pod we posted yesterday.
Yep.
Go subscribe right now. We're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Shameless subscribe. Go to that.
Subscribe to this too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same channel, and you
Same
can
channel.
you can find me at the Bay Area News Group, which is the San Jose Mercury News, East Bay Times. Twitter is at Joseph_Dycus DYCUS, and we will be talking to you in about probably 36 hours actually because it's 2 p.m. now. So
Very shortly.
30 hours, who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, Steph Curry's coming back. We're all excited to see what that looks like,
Yep.
and we'll see what it looks like.